Hi guys, I wanted to do kind of like an unboxing for this one. I subscribed to Book of the Month, so this is not sponsored in any way or anything. I just did this. So I wanted to show you the books that I picked for the month of August. Now, I don't remember which one I picked as my official Book of the Month book for August, but then you can do two add-ons, which are like $10 each. So I did that, so I have 3 books. The first one I have that I've pulled out of the box is When We Were Bright and Beautiful. This is by Jillian Medoff. And I don't particularly care for this. It's like it's motion blurred, and I don't care for that. This one says, Cassie Quinn may be only 23. Yes, I know. Goodness. But she knows a few things. 1, money can't buy happiness, but it certainly doesn't hurt. 2, family comes first. 3, her younger brother, Billy, is not a rapist. When Billy, a junior at Princeton, is arrested for assaulting his on-again, off-again girlfriend, Cassie races home to Manhattan to join forces with her parents and older brother. While certain of his innocence, the Quinns know that Billy fits the all-too-familiar sex offender profile: white, athletic, and privileged. That makes headlines and sways juries. So as the clock ticks and the law closes in, the family scrambles to hire the best defense money can buy. Meanwhile, Cassie struggles to understand why Billy's ex would go this far, even if the breakup was painful. She knows better than anyone how the end of first love can destroy someone. Her own years-long affair with a powerful, charismatic man left her shattered, but she's only recently regained her footing. As reporters converge outside their Upper East Side landmark building, the Quinns gird themselves for a media-saturated trial. Cassie vows she'll do whatever it takes to exonerate her brother, but what if that means exposing her own darkest secrets? So I thought this sounded good. And I think it'll be interesting to see it from the perspective of someone being accused, but supposedly from the synopsis they are innocent, so we'll see if that actually holds up or if they actually did do the rape. So obviously right off the bat, if you are uncomfortable with the subject of rape, you'll definitely want to avoid this, because I'm sure it's going to be brought up a lot. So that's the first book the first book in the box. The next book is by Jamie Ford, and this is The Many Daughters of Afong. So, and this one, I definitely like the cover better than the other one. It says, Dorothy Moy breaks her own heart for a living. As Washington's former poet laureate, that's how she describes channeling her dissociative episodes and mental health struggles into her art. But when her 5-year-old daughter exhibits similar behavior and begins remembering things from the lives of their ancestors, Dorothy believes the past has truly come to haunt her. Fearing that her child is predestined to endure the same debilitating depression that has marked her own life, Dorothy seeks radical help. Through an experimental treatment designed to mitigate inherited trauma, Dorothy intimately connects with past generations of women in her family. Faye Moy, a nurse in China surviving with the Flying Tigers; Zoe Moy, a student in England at a famous school with no rules; Lai King Moy, a girl quarantined in San Francisco during a plague epidemic; Greta Moy, a tech executive with a unique dating app; and Afong Moy, the first Chinese woman to set foot in America. As painful recollections affect her present life, Dorothy discovers that trauma isn't the only thing she's inherited. A stranger is searching for her, and in each time period, a stranger who's loved her through all of her genetic memories. Dorothy endeavors to break the dark cycle of pain and abandonment, to finally find peace for her daughter, and to gain the love that has long been waiting, knowing she may pay the ultimate price. So, The Many Daughters of Afong. Now this next book came with a little something extra, so I've never had that happen. So I'll come back to that. So this book is The Devil Takes You Home by Gabino Iglesias. I actually like this cover. It's very simple, but it does give kind of, I don't know, I look at this cover and I get kind of a creepy vibe, like this is going to be kind of a creepy book, but we'll see. I could be totally wrong. This says, buried in debt due to his young daughter's illness, his marriage at the brink, Mario reluctantly takes a job as a hitman, surprising himself with his proclivity for violence. After tragedy destroys the life he knew, Mario agrees to one final job, hijacking a drug cartel's cash shipment before it reaches Mexico. Along with an old friend and a cartel insider, Mario sets off on the near-suicidal mission, which will leave him with either a cool $200,000 or a bullet in the skull. Let's see. But the path to reward or ruin is never as straight as it seems. As the three complicated men travel through the endless Texas landscape, across the border and back, their hidden motivations are laid bare alongside nightmarish encounters that defy explanation. One thing is certain, even if Mario makes it out alive, he'll return a different man. It says, now this is a little description here, not particularly about the synopsis of the book or the plot. It just says, The Devil Takes You Home is a panoramic odyssey for fans of S.A. Cosby's Southern Noir, Blacktop Wasteland, by way of the boundary-defying storytelling of Stephen Graham Jones and Silvia Moreno Garcia. So, I guess if you like either of those authors, you'll probably like this one. Now, what I like about this is it came with a translation guide. This book will have phrases and words that are in Spanish. Now, rather than having the translation guide in the book, they submitted a little pamphlet, which is interesting. Now, let me put the book down. The translation guide has the page along with the phrases and the translation into English. So, for example, page 132 says, Hoy una pistola en la garantía. Translation, there's a gun in the glove box. Page 129, Hijo de la chingada, son of a beep. Son of a bitch is what it says. Let's see. What else I mean, it's like each page, it tells you what it is, and some pages have more than one translation. I'm not going to read the whole, like page 213 has two separate paragraphs, and then the translation. I'm not going to read all of that because my Spanish is bad. I don't know very little. Perdón, I'm sorry, mira, look. So I love the fact that because the translation is not in the book, like a Spanish glossary, it comes with a translation guide. I absolutely love that. Now, Spanish, I did take a couple of months when I was like in first grade, when they were kind of like trying to get students to learn a second language. Spanish was the one that I did. And then I took 2 years of Spanish in junior high. So that was a very long time ago because that was mid to late 90s. So it's been quite a while. So my Spanish is extremely rusty and it's not like I remember of it. But there are some words that I see that I know how to pronounce and that I recognize. Others I don't. So the fact that this has a translation guide, I'm really excited. I am much more intrigued to read this book. So that's the unboxing. Those are the 3 books that I got from Book of the Month for the month of August. So I just wanted to share that. I was excited, and I like watching unboxings, even something as simple as Book of the Month. Although a lot of people put those in their vlogs, but I wanted to do a separate video because I don't do vlogs. I tried to, and it's just not, I kind of felt like I had to because that's the thing, and so I tried to force myself to do the vlogs, but they're just not me. I don't like doing them. I get very self-conscious, and at this point in my life I just don't want to. And part of it is because my life is pretty mundane. I have work, and then I sit and read, and there's not much else I do, or I sit and do something else. But, I don't know. I like watching other people's vlogs, but I don't like making them myself, so I don't think I'll do that anytime soon. But again, that's it for this video. Let me know if you've read any of these books or books by any of other books by these particular authors. Definitely let me know in the description box. So that's it. Until next time, stay true to yourself and enjoy a good book. And I'll talk to you later.